Hello, everybody. It's your boy Vaughn with another episode of RBO. Now, today we got an exciting topic to talk about. We got two OGs, two of the best, two guys that we've been watching for years be at the top, and that's KD and LeBron James. Before we get into the topic, though, I want to give a shout out to the network, Refuse to Lose. Shout out to all the shows. I'm gonna run them down for you guys really quick. We got Baseball with Teddy. That's BWT. We have Carl Talking College, that's CTC. We also have Fantasy Football with Coach, that's FFC. We have the Joe Jordan Show. We have Dave's Doghouse. We also have In the Red Corner, and we have the main show, Refuse to Lose, with the three hosts, Dave, Joe, and Tomo. Now, in the bio, you guys, there is a link that you can click, and with that link, you get access to these chats that we have covering all sports, where you get exclusive footage, you get exclusive topics that guys debate about, you get breaking news before ESPN, Bleacher Report, any of those guys report it. So, and we also just a community that, we just do a lot more than just talk sports there. So something that you really want to get into. We have different tiers from $2 up to $10. So check it out and send this video to somebody, subscribe, and like the video as well. And let's get started. Now, we need to see KD versus LeBron in the playoffs one more time. I don't know if it'll be the last time because these guys are at the end of their careers. Their teams, they're not the guys that can carry the load consistently on a nightly basis like they used to. They need a little bit more help than usual. And their teams, to be honest, their second stars don't really carry their weight most of the time. A guy like Devin Booker last year, I'm not really gonna blame nobody for the Suns because they did get KD a little late. However, the Lakers, everybody know what the problem is when it comes to the Lakers. It's Anthony Davis and some other guys in the supporting cast. They just don't come to bring it every single game. And it calls for LeBron to have to be a superhero every single game. And at this point in his career, I just don't think he has it in him. He's still a great player, top 10 player in the NBA, but he's just not the same LeBron that can just put the whole team on his shoulders night in and night out and still just get dubs. So 2 days ago in the in-season tournament, they faced off against each other. And let me tell you guys, they did not disappoint, not one bit. Both of them dropped 31 points. KD finished with 4 assists, 7 rebounds. He was 4 for 7 from 3, 12 from 17 from the field. Very efficient. That's the KD way. LeBron James, on the other hand, 31 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds. He was 12 for 25. That's pretty efficient as well. From 3, 2 for 4. He didn't jack up a whole rack of threes, which I love when he does that. And he had 5 steals, which he had 3 of those, I believe, in the first quarter. So LeBron was very active out there that game. They both was willing their team all night. LeBron did have a little bit more help as far as his second player, because Anthony Davis in the first half, he was a monster. I believe he had 20 points in the first half. He was playing very aggressive, getting to the basket, getting to the line. He was diving hard on the pick and roll. He played pretty good. Even guys like D'Angelo Russell, he didn't have a great game all around, but in the first half, he had 2 big threes that boosted some momentum for this team. But fourth quarter, LeBron James was LeBron James, man. A lot of people say he hasn't been clutch throughout his career. I personally think the older he get, the longer in his career, he's just getting more and more clutch because he understands more that he has to be that guy now, because he's not that, like I said, he's not that same guy that can carry a team and the whole game consistently every game, because he's been in the league for a long time. You can't blame him. He is LeBron, the guy that doesn't get hurt, the guy that has spends $1 million on his body, on his health every year. However, it's too late in his career to ask him for that. He's the type of guy, if you get him there, if you just keep him close, he would take you there. And that's what he did for this Lakers team this game. Now, do you guys know LeBron and KD, they have faced off twice in the finals? The first time, KD lost to LeBron when it was OKC Thunder, when he had James Harden, a young James Harden, a young Russell Westbrook, a young Serge Ibaka. They had Cephalosha, Reggie Jackson off the bench, Nick Collison. I mean, I can keep going. They had a nice little squad. They balled out that year. A lot of people didn't expect them to make it there. That team was just too talented with guys like KD and Russ. But we all know the story between KD, Russ, and Harden. Even Serge Ibaka, that four, and we know why they got split up. But the first go round, LeBron got the best of KD. They won. You know, they were, like I said, they were very young. Miami Heat, LeBron Heat with what they call them, the Heatles with D Wade, Bosh, Chalmers. You know, you had Norris Cole out there doing his thing. Mike Miller. You know, they just had LeBron and D Wade, and the guys around them were just knocking down. Shane Battier. I mean, they had a squad every year. That the Heat had LeBron and Wade. They had shooters all around them. Then you had a guy like Chris Bosh, who was a star in Toronto before he got there. And he turned himself into the perfect role player for those guys. He was hitting jumpers, and he was out the way. But when they met again, the tables turned. You know, it literally turned. Like KD had the more overwhelming team, and LeBron just had a solid team. To be honest, like the Thunder team against the Heat, they were solid, but the Heat were just overwhelming better. Like just better. Like their two stars were in their prime. You know, their stars were young. I mean, it was their second year together, so they already lost. So they had to bounce back and get them one. So, you know, they were there the year before. They just had a little bit more experience than that Thunder team. But this go around when KD and LeBron met, man, it was bad. I mean, KD was on the best team with just joined the best team in the NBA ever, as far as the wins in the season when the Golden State Warriors, and everybody know how upsetting that was for just the whole basketball world. People didn't even like watching the games because they just felt like that team just had too much. So like when they had KD, it was instant rings. The one year they didn't win, KD and Steph Curry got hurt, but more importantly, KD was hurt. He was the guy that just pushed them over the edge. They was already a solid team because they won championships before KD got there. So, but we've seen this matchup 3 times this year. Was when the last time they played was in 2018, and that's 5 years ago, guys. It's been a long time since we've seen these two guys go at it. And let me tell you something, these guys do not disappoint at all. KD has dropped 30 plus every game this year they played each other. LeBron didn't drop 30 the first game, but he had 8 rebounds and 9 assists. That's the LeBron way, and they won the game. So I really would love to see that again this late in their career, just seeing how great these guys are still. I just want to give them their flowers. We have a lot of young talent in the league right now. A lot of guys that are making headways. You got Luka. You got guys. Even Paulo just had a 40-point game. He didn't win the game, but you got Shea. He's killing. Everybody's talking about him. Tyrese Halliburton. But let's not forget about these older stars. These veterans. The KDs, the LeBrons, the Steph Currys. DeMar DeRozan had just picked it up recently since LaVine has been hurt. So let's appreciate these guys while we still have them. And I really want to see this matchup one more time before these guys call it quits. Right now, the Lakers are 5th in the West, and the Suns are 7th in the West. And I definitely got both of these teams making the playoffs. It's just all about the seeding, to be honest. And both of those teams have enough to at least get out the first round. So hopefully we get them a matchup. I'd rather see it in the second or even in the Western Conference Finals, to be honest, to have it a little bit more extra to it. But I'll take whatever I can get, man. These two guys are great, and I'm just really, 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 I'm loving what I'm seeing. As a fan of the game, these guys are still doing it at a high level. They're still top 10 players in the league right now. A lot of I can make a case for top 5, to be honest. A lot of guys try to push them out, because they don't put up the numbers on a consistent basis. But I'll take those two guys over a lot of guys when the game's on the line and it's time to make a play. Those are the guys to have, you know. So, you know, LeBron, KD, keep hooping, you know. I wish LeBron had a guy like a Devin Booker, a younger guy that's on go, because he don't have that like a KD has, because D Book be on go. I'm not gonna lie. When he out there, he trying to ball, you know. So let's see what we gonna get, guys. I'm very excited. You know, the in-season tournament brought the best out of a lot of players. You know, this in-season tournament has really been a success. You know, you see teams really playing hard, like, you know, more frequently. You know, you don't see that. Teams are really playing hard, trying to get a dub, trying to get a trophy, trying to get that 500K. Because, you know, teams like the Pacers, they got guys on their roster that don't have big salaries. So that 500K go a long way. So you saw what happened. Oh, one thing I do want to touch on before I end this, the in-season tournament was great. One thing that was kind of weird to me was just the point differential. We had teams like the Celtics, they out there fouling Drummond in the third quarter. They're already up 20. They're already up 18 or whatever. They have double digits already. It kind of messes up the integrity of the game. You know, I forgot what other game it was, but it was a team, they just running the score. Oh, it was the Suns. Devin Booker was down against Memphis. Memphis coach put his second string in. Devin Booker was still out there getting buckets. Like, he pressing full court. It was crazy, man. Like, it kind of messed with the integrity of the game. But, you know, those are the rules. You know, I guess it's calmer because the Suns and the Celtics got put out the first game, you know. And, hey, I guess they did the, you know, the point differential didn't help that much. I mean, they got in, but like I said, they lost first round, which I don't know. So that's the only thing I'm kind of questionable about is that point differential. I think that they can factor that in different ways or find a different way just to figure this thing out, because you don't want to see the integrity of the game get messed with, you know, because that's the only thing I really don't like about it. But other than that, the in-season tournament is legit. I'm liking what I'm seeing, and hopefully for years to come, this keeps, you know, teams playing hard, keeps teams wanting more, because the commissioner is rolling a lot of things out that is making the NBA a little bit more exciting. Now the refs got to calm down a bit with these texts, but refs gonna ref. You hear me? So that's all I got for you guys. Shout out to KD and Bron, two OGs, two of the best to ever do it. I mean, I love what I'm seeing from the OGs, man. Keep balling. Before I go, make sure you like, subscribe, you share this video with somebody that maybe a KD fan or LeBron fan, just an NBA fan, somebody that is not ready to let go of the old and let in the new, because it's a lot of new out there and they doing it. Shout out to the youngins as well. But shout out to the shows. You got BWT, CTC, FLC, The Joe Jordan Show, Dave's Doghouse, In the Red Corner, and the main show, The Refuse to Lose Show. Shout out to the network, Refuse to Lose. We headed to the top because we refuse to lose. But that's all I got. It's your boy Vaughn. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.